Forsooth the tabernacle shall be made thus. Thou shalt make 10 curtains of bys folded again, and of jacinth, and of purple, and of red silk twice dyed, made diverse by embroidery work. The length of one curtain shall have 28 cubits. The breadth shall be 4 cubits. All the curtains shall be made of one measure. 5 curtains be joined to themselves together, and other 5 shall cleave together by like bond. Thou shalt make small rings or eyelets of jacinth in the sides and in the heights of the curtains, that they may be coupled together. One curtain shall have 50 eyelets, and have ever either part so set in, that one eyelet come against another eyelet, and that the one curtain may be shaped to the t'other. And thou shalt make 50 golden rings, by which the veils of curtains shall be joined, that one tabernacle be made. Also thou shalt make 11 says to cover the covering of the tabernacle. 11 says to cover the covering of the tabernacle. The length of one say shall have 30 cubits, and the breadth shall have 4 cubits. Even measure shall be of all the says, of which thou shalt join 5 by themselves, and thou shalt couple 6 to themselves together, so that thou double the 6th say in the front of the roof. And thou shalt make 50 eyelets in the hem of one say, that it may be joined to the t'other, and 50 eyelets in the hem of the t'other say, that it be coupled with the t'other. And thou shalt make 50 fastenings or buckles or brass, with which the small ring or eyelets of the curtains shall be joined together, and one covering be made of all. Soothly, that is left over in the says that be made ready to the covering, that is, one say that is more, on the half thereof, thou shalt cover the hinder part of the tabernacle, and a cubit shall hang on the one part, and the t'other cubit on the t'other part, which cubit is more in the length of says, and it shall cover ever either side of the tabernacle. And thou shalt make another covering to the roof, of skins of wethers made red, and over this thou shalt make another, again covering of skins of jacinth. And that also thou shalt make standing boards of the tabernacle of the wood of shittim, which boards shall have each by themselves 10 cubits in length, and a breadth, and in breadth a cubit and a half. Forsooth 2 indentings shall be in the sides of a board, by which one board shall be joined to another board, and in this manner all the boards shall be made ready, of which boards 20 shall be made in the midday side that goeth to the south, to the which boards thou shalt set 40 silver and bright bases, that 2 bases be set under each board by 2 corners. And in the second side of the tabernacle that goeth to the north shall be 20 boards, having 40 silvern bases. 2 bases shall be set under each board. Soothly, at the west coast of the tabernacle thou shalt make 6 boards. And again thou shalt make 20 other boards that shall be raised or set up in the corners of the back half of the tabernacle. And the boards shall be joined to themselves from beneath till to above. And one joining shall withhold all the boards, and like joining shall be kept to the 2 boards that shall be set in the corners. And they shall be 8 boards altogether. The silvern bases of them shall be 16, while 2 bases be reckoned by 1 board. Thou shalt make also 5 bars of wood of shittim, to hold together the boards in one side of the tabernacle, and 5 other bars in the other side, and of the same number at the west coast. The which bars shall be put through the middle of the boards, from the one end till to the other. And thou shalt overgild those boards, and thou shalt set golden rings in them, by the which rings the bars shall hold together the work of the boards, the which bars thou shalt cover with golden plates. And thou shalt raise up the tabernacle by the exemplar that was showed to thee in the hill. Thou shalt make also a veil of jacinth and purple, and of red silk twice dyed, and of bys folded again by embroidery work, and woven together by fair diversity. Which veil thou shalt hang before 4 pillars of the wood of shittim, and soothly those pillars shall be overgilt, and they shall have golden hooks, but the bases shall be silver. Forsooth the veil shall be set in by the rings, within which veil thou shalt set the ark of witnessing, whereby the sanctuary and the sanctuary of sanctuaries shall be separated. And thou shalt set the propitiatory, that is, a golden table covering the ark of God on the ark of witnessing into the holy of holy things. Thou shalt set a board without the veil, and against the board thou shalt set the candlestick in the south side of the tabernacle. For the board shall stand in the north side. Thou shalt make also a curtain in the entering of the tabernacle of jacinth and purple, and of red silk twice dyed, and of bisfolded again by embroidery work. And thou shalt overgild 5 pillars of wood of shittim, before which pillars the curtain shall be led, of which pillars the hooks shall be of gold, and the bases of brass.